motho o tlhokofetse morena Jesu wa tsena kana ho tsena mong wa bophelo yo a fang bophelo. Hallelujah. Ne ba tshwarisana. Hallelujah.
I'm now going to hand over to our Deputy Minister in the Presidency, Mr. Morolong.
Thank you very much to yourself, my brother, Elijah. A little while ago, we were together in this very house. And we were praying for the safe return of Sibusiso and Zodwa. But clearly it was not meant to be. Program Director, Ndate Elijah Mhlanga, then Ndlovu, Shabangu, and Khoza families, the Mdluli family, friends and colleagues of Aserie and Zodwa, representatives of traditional leadership present here, government representatives, the National Press Club led by the Deputy Chairperson, Ms. Belinda Peto, the African Media and Communicators Forum led by the Program Director, Mr. Mhlaba, the leadership of the South African Police Service led by Brigadier Nama, members of the media, fellow mourners. Yesterday we laid to rest the remains of Zodwa Ndluli, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a beautician, and a partner to Sibusiso Aserie Ndlovu. Today we bid farewell to a dedicated champion of the people who was not only loved by the community of his birthplace here in Mpumalanga, but by those he served in Mamelodi and Pretoria surroundings. Ndlovu contributed immensely to the development of our society. Our government joins the nation in mourning the passing of an accomplished member of the Fourth Estate, Mr. Sibusiso Ndlovu. The void created by the sudden and tragic death of Aserie Ndlovu and his partner, Zodwa, is still hard to grasp. Whilst the untimely demise has struck where it hurt most and shaken our faith, we who are Christians derive courage and strength from Psalm 62, verse 6, which reads, "He alone is my rock and my salvation, my fortress. I will not be shaken." Program Director, earlier this week, colleagues, friends, and families gathered at Government Communication and Information System Head Office in Pretoria to pay homage to both Aserie Ndlovu and his partner Zodwa Ndluli. The gathering allowed us to mourn their timely death, but it was also an important opportunity to celebrate their lives. People shared reflections of their fond memories of both of them. Sibusiso Aserie Ndlovu had a long-standing and good working relationship with GCIS and the entire government communication system. He collaborated with GCIS and government at large through a range of activities in his profession as a community media practitioner, ranging from covering government activities such as media briefings, national days, and other key government initiatives. He also assisted in amplifying government voices through media interviews with various senior government officials including cabinet ministers and deputy ministers. His recent collaboration with GCIS included live streaming of an online seminar that sought to create public awareness on an adverse weather conditions. This demonstrated his commitment to development communication and strong partnership between government communications and community media practitioners. Aserie also formed part of a youth movement or youth month engagement hosted by GCIS a few years ago, with communication intents from the public service to share his knowledge of how one can start up a media company and contribute to journalism fraternity through entrepreneurship. He was unwavering about his passion for developing future journalists and media entrepreneurs in the local media space. Mr. Ndlovu also played an important role using his station working with government to connect other community radio stations in transmitting government messages through various programs. As government, particularly the government communication sector, we feel cheated by his death, robbed of one of our own, a member of the Fourth Estate, which is a pillar of our democracy, tasked with speaking truth to power. Aserie understood that journalism is a bridge between government and citizens. Both as a member of the Press Club and the founder of the Tshwane Capital Life Radio, Mr. Ndlovu played a critical role to ensure the work of government finds space in the public domain through localized news content that mainly service the community of Mamelodi and the Pretoria area. The media fraternity will never be the same without Aserie. His passion to serve the voiceless, his commitment and hard work, his devotion to improve the lives of South Africans exemplify the life of this outstanding patriot whose remains we are laying to rest this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, through his work, he allowed people at grassroots level to voice their concerns, perspectives, and actively participate in our democracy. The inclusion of local voices is critical in ensuring that our communities are represented and reflected as part of our diverse nation. As a community journalist, he also held those in power accountable, particularly in the local municipal area. In the age of misinformation and disinformation, community journalists must be the guardians of truth and trust using locally verified sources. In moments of crisis and disaster, community media practitioners become part of the first responders, providing life-saving local information. In the aftermath of their disappearance, Premier Panyaza Lesufi and I, representing national government, met with the families and the police on separate occasions, optimistic that Zodwa and Aserie will return home safe. Our hopes were shattered with the discovery of their remains. We are confident that our criminal justice system will ensure that those responsible for this hideous act face the full wrath of the law. We intend to make sure of it. Let me reiterate the point that I made yesterday, that Aserie Ndlovu and Zodwa Mdluli were dutiful citizens of this country who had lots to offer to our communities. Their lives were cut short by barbarians whose actions have torn our hearts apart. We convey our appreciation to the leadership of the National Press Club and the African Media and Communicators Forum for their support to both families. We thank our brother Kelvin for the aid you have provided to the police and the families. We thank the police and are encouraged by the arrest effected, and we call for speedy prosecution of the alleged perpetrators to enable families to find closure. To his mother, his children, his siblings, this government too has lost one of its most decorated partners in development. Our hearts are saddened by your loss, and our thoughts are with you. We made a solemn commitment that we will walk this painful journey with you, and we intend to make good on this promise. Mama, Modimo o tla go lwela. Ke a leboga.
Thank you so much, DM. We really appreciate our Deputy Minister